If you ever plan on going to Alaska, hear me out first. Because Alaska doesn't kill you like other places do. It doesn't just freeze you, it tricks you. And if you like scary stories that feel way too real to be campfire stories, do me a favor, like and subscribe. I post a new, true-feeling bedtime horror story every night at 11 p.m. And tomorrow's is about Portlock, the town that everyone abandoned overnight. This happened 2 summers ago. I was working a seasonal job out of Ketchikan, southeast Alaska, tendering salmon. We were anchored in Thomas Bay, and if you know anything about Alaska folklore, you know Thomas Bay is called the Bay of Death. Tlingit elders warned not to go in there for 100 years. We did anyway. It was late August. The light there is wrong. It never gets fully dark, just this gray-blue dusk that lasts for hours. The Tlingit National Forest goes right down to the water, black spruce and hemlock so thick you can't see 10 feet in. We had a deckhand, Eli, 19, local Tlingit kid. He told us on day 1, if you hear someone calling you from the trees, you don't answer, especially if it sounds like family. We laughed. He didn't. On our 3rd night anchored, about 2 a.m., the bay went dead silent. No waves, no birds. The water was glass, and I heard it. From the tree line, maybe 100 yards off the boat. "Brandon! Hey, Brandon!" It was my mom's voice. Perfect. The same way she calls me when I'm in the backyard. My blood went cold because my mom lives in Montana. She has never been to Alaska in her life. Eli grabbed my arm so hard, his nails dug in. He whispered, "That's Kushtaka. Don't you fancer." Then it changed. It was my little sister's voice, crying, "Help me! I'm in the water!" I could see something at the edge of the forest, tall but hunched. Its skin looked wet like an otter, but it was standing like a man. And its face, it kept shifting. 1 second it looked like my sister, next second just black eyes and whiskers. Eli started yelling in Tlingit, loud, a prayer or a curse, I don't know. He took his knife and cut his own hand, let the blood drip into the water. The second his blood hit the bay, that thing screamed. Not a human scream, not an animal scream, like a baby and a drowning man at the same time. And it slipped back into the trees, but on all 4s this time. We didn't sleep. Eli sat up with his knife in his bleeding hand until the sun came up, just staring at that tree line. He kept whispering, "They remember the voice they steal." At first light, we saw them. Footprints, not on the beach, on the deck of our boat. Wet, webbed, 5-toed, but too long, like otter feet stretched into hands, going from the stern rail right up to where I had been sleeping on the cooler, and then back off the side. It had boarded us while we were staring at the tree line. The Forest Service boat showed up at 8 a.m. They weren't there for us. They were looking for a solo hiker who disappeared off Thomas Bay Trail the day before. No trace. They found his boots neatly placed by the water, laces tied together. Just like the old stories say Kushtaka does. Takes your soul and leaves your shoes. Eli looked at the ranger and said, "It wasn't a bear." The ranger didn't argue. He just said, "That's the 4th one this summer inside the triangle." We pulled anchor that hour. On the way out of the bay, I looked back with the binoculars. The entire tree line was full of standing shapes. Tall, wet, not moving, watching the boat leave. Eli quit fishing that day, moved back to his village on Prince of Wales Island. He told me before he left, in the Tlingit stories, if you hear your own family call you and you answer, the Kushtaka learns your voice too. Now it can call other people using you. I got back to the lower 48 a week later. I was in a Walmart in Arizona, and my phone rang. It was my sister's contact, her photo. I answered. It was just breathing, wet breathing. And then my own voice on the other end, perfect, saying, "Help me! I'm in the water!" I smashed the phone. I still have dreams where I'm back in that bay, gray-blue dusk, water like glass. And I'm standing on the shore in my Walmart clothes, and all the trees are full of my friends and family calling my name, begging me to come into the woods. And in the dream, I finally answer.